Welcome to online class. Today I am going to discuss with a old topic that we have already discussed about sentence and the definition of subject and predicate. Okay? And at the same time we have learned how to identify subject. So you can say that this is the continuation of the previous class. In this class, we are going to learn about kinds of sentences. Okay? In this class, we are going to learn about kinds of sentences. Okay? Generally, sentences are divided into 5 types. They are assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, and exclamatory sentence. But the modern grammarians has divided the sentence into 4 parts. Okay? And we will try to know about that 4 parts. Who are they? Number 1, assertive. Okay? Number 2, interrogative. Number 3, imperative. And number 4, exclamatory. So here we learn that kinds of sentences. There are 4 kinds of sentences. Okay, who are they? Number 1 is assertive, number 2 is interrogative, and number 3 is imperative, and number 4 is exclamatory. Now we will try to know about their definition, their structure one by one. Okay, first we will try to know about assertive sentence. First you have to know what is assertive sentence. Assertive sentence means giving statement or information or describing something. So what is assertive sentence? When you are giving a statement, suppose I am giving a statement, I am a boy, he is a man, he is a doctor. So this kind of sentences are assertive sentence. When you are giving information about someone or something, he lives in London. So these kind of sentences are also known as assertive sentence. Or when you describe something, when you describe any incident, or when you describe any fact surrounding in your surrounding areas, that is also known as assertive sentence. Understood? In English, the sentences we use, most of them, almost 90% are assertive sentence, be it in speech or be it in your writing. So assertive sentence plays a very important role in any language, not only in English language. Assertive sentence is also divided into two parts. You have to know that. Who are they? One is positive sentence. One is positive sentence. Okay? And number two is negative sentence. Positive sentence is also known as affirmative sentence. Affirmative sentence means when you give a positive statement. Suppose here I am writing, he likes fish. So this is a positive statement. Okay? And when we use not, no, this is a negative statement. If I make this sentence negative, he does not like fish. Okay? He does not like fish. So what kind of sentence is this? This is negative sentence. Is that clear? So here we are getting that assertive sentence is divided into two parts. One is positive part and one is negative part. When you accept something, this is positive, and when you do not accept anything, this is negative. Very easy. Now we will try to know about the structure of assertive sentence. How assertive sentence is formed. It is very important, you should know. First we use subject. Okay? You have already known about subject. After that who comes? After that comes verb. Okay? After subject followed by verb. After that it may be object or complement or the rest of the sentence. The rest of the sentence. So you should keep in mind, in any assertive sentence, subject is very common. Okay? There must be a subject. After that who will come? There must be a verb. So subject and verb, these two things are compulsory in assertive sentence. And without the use of verb, a sentence cannot be formed. That you have already known in your last class. Okay? So in this way, we form assertive sentence. So what we have learned about assertive sentence? Let's remember again. Sentence is divided into four parts. Number one is assertive, you have known. Number two is interrogative. Number three is imperative. And number four is exclamatory. What have you learned about assertive sentence? Assertive sentence is such type of sentence that gives you information, that gives you statement, or that describes something. In English or any language, most of the sentences are used in assertive sentence. You can say almost from 90% to 95%. Understood? That's why assertive sentence is very important. Okay? How to assertive sentence is divided into two parts. You have known. One is positive and other one is negative. When you accept something, this is positive. He likes fish. This is positive sentence. If I say he does not like fish, this is a negative sentence. At the same time, you have known how to form the assertive sentence. First will come subject. Subject is very common, you have known. And after that who will come? After that verb will come. And after that there may be object or complement. After that the rest of the sentence. It may be an adverbial phrase, an adverbial phrase. It may be a prepositional phrase or other things. Now we will try to know about interrogative sentence. What is interrogative sentence? This is also very important to our chapter. Interrogative sentence. What is interrogative sentence? We often ask questions. So interrogative sentence is the sentence that asks questions. Okay? So what is interrogative sentence? The sentence that asks questions. What is interrogative sentence? The sentence that asks questions. If I write, do you eat rice? So what is this? This is a question. I am putting a question to someone. Do you eat rice? So this is an interrogative sentence. So the sentence that asks question, that is known as interrogative sentence. Is that clear? And at the same time, you should keep in mind that interrogative sentence is divided into two parts. Okay? One is yes or no type. One is yes or no type. And other one is WH type. Okay? Now we will try to know what is yes or no type and what is WH type. So in interrogative sentence we have known that the sentence that asks question is called interrogative sentence. If I say, do you eat rice? So in this way I am asking a question to someone, that is interrogative sentence. And here we have known that interrogative sentence is divided into two parts. Okay? One is yes or no type and other one is WH type. Now the question is, what is yes or no type? There are some questions, their answer can be given by saying yes or no. These type of questions are known as yes or no type. Understood? If I ask, do you go to school every day? You can answer this question by saying yes or no. So this type of questions are known as yes or no type. If I ask you, why do you go to school every day? Can you answer the question by simply saying yes or no? You cannot. You have to give reason. Why do you go to school? So this type of answer cannot be given by saying yes or no. So what type of question this is? This is WH type question. And in the WH type question starts with WH. You will see when, what, whom, okay, why, where. Look, the past two words are WH. What, when, whom, why, where. Only how is exceptional. That's why they are known as WH type question. Is that clear? Now we will try to know how to form yes or no type questions. If you want to form yes or no type question, first you have to put auxiliary verb. Okay? First you have to put auxiliary verb. You have already known about auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb is also known as helping verb. Okay? These verbs help the other verbs to form tense, voice or mood that you have already been taught in your previous class. So if you want to form a from a yes no type question, you have to use past auxiliary verb. Is, am, are, was, were, shall, will, do, does, did. They all are known as primary auxiliary. There are also modal auxiliaries, you know, can, could, shall, should, will, would, must, dare, need, etc. etc. Okay. After that who will come? After that subject will come. After that who will come? After that main verb will come. After that who will come? Object will come. After that the rest of the sentence. So you have to note down this in your copy, okay? So how to from yes or no type question? You will note down it. First who will come? Auxiliary verb. After that who will come? Subject will come. After that who will come? Main verb will come. After that who will come? Object will come, and the rest of the sentence. If I write, I can give you one example. Is Ram playing? Is Ram playing? So you can answer this question by saying yes or no. If yes, you can say yes, Ram is playing, or no, no, Ram is not playing. So this type of question is yes or no type question. Look, here is auxiliary verb. So what I have told you to put first, if you want to form an interrogative sentence, first you have to put auxiliary verb. Look, here Ram is subject. Understood? And here playing is main verb. Is that clear? So in this way, what is from? In this way, we form yes or no type question. If you want to WH type question, that is very easy. If you know the yes no type question, then you will easily know about WH type question. First you have to put WH. After that you will have to put auxiliary verb. After that you will have to put subject. After that you have to put main verb. After that you have to put object. After that you have to put the rest of the sentence. Here look, here I have written is Ram playing. Here I am using a WH. Why is Ram playing? Why is Ram playing? Look, now this is WH type question. Because this answer cannot be given by saying yes or no. First, what have I put here? Here I have put WH. After that, what I put here? Auxiliary verb. After that, what I put here? What I have put here? Subject. After that, I have put here main verb. Is that clear? So this kind of sentences are known as WH type question. So in the second, we have got interrogative sentence. What is interrogative sentence? The sentence that asks questions. In the same way, we have known that interrogative sentence is divided into two parts. One is yes or no type and other one is WH type. What is yes or no type? The answer of that questions can be given by saying yes or no. This is known as yes or no type. Do you go to school every day? This type of question can be given answer by saying yes or no. So this is yes or no type. What is the structure of yes or no type? First, auxiliary verb. After that, subject. After that, main verb. After that, object. Or after that, rest of the sentence. And WH type starts with WH, what, why, when, where, whom. The first two letters are WH. You can see. So how to from? First you have to put WH. After that you have to put auxiliary verb. After that you have to put subject. After that you have to put main verb. After that you have to put object. And then the rest of the sentence. Is it clear? Now we will enter the last portion of your syllabus. In your syllabus, about exclamatory sentence is not discussed. So whatever we have in your syllabus, we will try to know that. Now we will try to know about imperative sentence. What is imperative sentence? Imperative sentence. In our daily life, we often command other. We often order other. We often advise something to others. We often make request. Okay? So if any sentence makes order, if any sentence make request, if any sentence gives advice, they all are known as what type of sentence? They all are known as imperative sentence. Okay, the sentence that gives order, the sentence that makes request, and the sentence that gives advice. These all are known as, in English grammar, imperative sentence. Suppose if I write, clean the board. I am writing clean the board. So I am giving order to the student. So what type of sentence is this? imperative sentence. But when I will add please, it will be a request. Please clean the board. Then it is request. It is also imperative sentence. If I give advice someone, study seriously, help the poor, or study attentively, this type of advices are also known as imperative sentence. So is that clear? What is imperative sentence? Imperative sentence is such type of sentence that gives you order. Lots of examples can be given. Clean the boat, come here, go to the garden, clean the floor. So whatever order you give, this is all imperative sentence. When you make any request by using please or kindly, this is also imperative sentence. Kindly give me a glass of water, or you can say please give me a glass of water. This is also imperative sentence. And when you give advice to someone, okay, study seriously, don't waste your time. So this type of sentences are also known as imperative sentence. Now we will learn how to form imperative sentence, or how imperative sentence is formed. You should keep in mind that in imperative sentence the subject is you, but when we use imperative sentence, the sentence does not start from subject, because here subject is hidden. Okay, so this type of sentence starts from verb. When I will give you example, you will understand. After that, what is used? After that, used object. Understood? After that, what is used? After that, the rest of the sentence or phrase can be used. Understood? The rest of the sentence. Suppose here I am writing a sentence. Switch off your mobile phone. Okay, it is also imperative sentence because it is giving order. Switch off your mobile. We often see such type of sentence when we visit clinic or when we visit any place. Okay, any emergency place. Switch off. So what is this? This is verb. Okay, and what is this? Your mobile object. So look, such type of sentence starts from verb. This type of sentence actually subject is you, but subject is not used. Understood? I can give you the second example, a very easy example I am giving you. Most often your teacher say cover your book. Your teacher is giving you order. So what type of sentence is this? This is imperative sentence. Cover, look, this is verb and your book is object. Is that clear? So we have learned what is imperative sentence. Imperative sentence is such type of sentence that gives you order, that when you make request or when you advise someone. Understood? But be careful when writing you spelling advice. When it is verb, it will be ADVIAC. Okay? And when it is noun, it will be ADVICE. Keep in mind, I have seen that most of the students make mistakes when they spell such type of words. Understood? So here we have learned about 4 kinds of sentence. The sentences are divided into 4 parts: assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, exclamatory sentence. We have learned about their structures and we have learned about their definition. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you very much for joining me.